everyone. Welcome to Toy Break, episode 335. I'm Aileen.
I'm George.
I'm Mark.
Matt.
Well, we'll get back to why these guys are on the couch in just a minute. In case you're wondering, Toy Break is your weekly episode?
It's a weekly episode.
It's a weekly episode, but it's your weekly internet show featuring news and reviews all about the wonderful world of toys, including but never limited to designer vinyl, plush, R2-D2s, how-tos, events, whatever we can bring you in said wonderful world. That's what we aim to do. Let's start by thanking our site sponsors like 3D Retro,
Happy Panda Toys,
Tomonosuke,
Suburban Vinyl,
DKE Toys,
and 3 Coconut Monkey.
Yay, thank you to all of our site sponsors.
I like that name.
It's fun, right?
Tomonosuke.
Yeah, Shinji.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell us about any contests we have going on, George?
Sure, this long-running contest is for Orion. You can win a red Orion from Maggitarius by heading over to the contest section on toybreak.com and post, well, in the forum, and post a drawing of an alien. Deadline is December 3rd.
An alien or an alien?
An alien or an alien, whatever you want to draw.
Okay, excellent.
Post a drawing of that and win that thing.
Fantastic. Let's get into the news. So we really only have one major piece of news because we really want to talk to these guys, but this one's really important and we have to tell everybody about it.
Yes.
Go.
Revenge of Suckle.
Woo!
You guys remember Suckle, right?
Love the Suckle.
Well, now there's a series 2. More Suckadelic minifigures.
Suckle.
They're on Kickstarter
The
right
Suckle.
now. It ends December 4th. So get on there, get involved.
More minifigures.
More minifigures.
Sculpted by George
Morgan.
Gaspar.
Hopefully by now we're at the stretch goals. Let's say we are. Like, yes, the stretch goals are going.
It's going so awesome.
And we don't know.
Time displacement.
It is. It's all timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Yeah. Ultimate Kickstarter.
All right.
Time jump.
So we should talk about why you guys are here. Who are you?
Why are we here?
Onell Design.
What?
Little part of the family team.
Excuse me, little part?
Little parts.
Okay.
Parts of us.
Little part, big part. Yeah.
Oh.
Are you talking about the size of your parts now?
Yeah, you know.
Isn't that why
it's
we're
up for
here?
debate.
Isn't that what this couch is all about?
We are very close.
Different kind of couch.
All right, so Onell Design, you guys have probably heard us talk about them hundreds of times.
If there was
I
a
would
way
guess.
to do like an analytical on Toy Break and like put in every show into some recorder and figure out which word we said the most besides the word the
Or Toy Break.
or Toy Break, it would probably be Onell Design or Glyos.
It's
The same analytics would probably say those were your least viewed shows.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
Yeah.
So you guys are here. You guys make toys.
We make toys.
You're doing it independently. We want to talk to you.
Well, we're extended family from each other for
Yes.
all
Extended.
these years. Yeah, real close. Real
Close extended. All right, so maybe let's talk about what you guys make now, or do you want to talk about how you got into toys first? Which way you want to go? You want to go both ways?
Well, AC/DC. Old or new AC/DC?
Old.
Back in black.
You know, Michelle, for most of her life, since she heard the song "Dirty Deeds, Dunder Chief," she thought it was Dunder Chief. No shit, I swear.
What's a Dirty Deeds Dunder Chief?
I don't know, but I
That's
think
how
she
she
still
sang it?
kind of thinks that really is what it is. The Dirty Dunder Chief. So now my kids say Dunder Chief.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Dunder Chief's in the bathroom.
But as long as she knows it's big
Dunder
balls.
Chief's in the big balls. She just doesn't care about big balls. You know, it's the whole parts.
How did we get to this already?
All right,
I don't
we're
know.
talking about
Let's
toys.
talk about
This place is like nothing you've seen before. This is an incredible
the
place.
giant expansive studio.
It's awesome because all these years we've known each other for a long time, and I've never been here. Marcus and I have never been here.
Which is why it's so exciting to have you here.
So when you come in, to the people that have sat on the couch, you know, but it's like, it's insane. There's so many things.
There's a tram. It's so big you have to take a tram from where you park to get in.
But it's
studio.
decorated in such a way that it's like our house, my studio upstairs. If you've ever been to it, I say this all the time. It looks like a scene from Seven. It's like
But with
it's
toys.
a mind blown out
true.
piles. It's horrible, but I like it. Here, it's not OCD, but it's just really creatively strewn about in a nice way. There's an awesome place in the corner. See, there's a place in the corner. My sister's over there, and PJ is over there. That's where George does his business. Aileen's over here.
Are you shitting in the kitchen?
They have an amazing Kenmore stove from 1949. And they're going to get rid of it. Anyway,
It's broken.
The place is incredible. It's really awesome.
But now you've explained why to our viewers why sometimes guests are on and they kind of go like this.
It blows their mind. There's so many things. There's a giant turtle over there. How big is that thing?
48 inches.
48 inches. Jesus. Ed 209.
That's not the biggest toy we have in the house either. I don't think you even saw it.
Where was that? What's that?
In the other room.
There's a
The
5
key,
foot key.
5 foot key in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! There was just stuff on it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a coat rack.
We use every inch of surface space that we can.
Yeah, I know that deal. I know that deal.
But let's talk about you. Let's talk about your toys. You were just out here for Designer Con. Unfortunately, we're filming right before that, so you don't.
We don't know.
Designer Con was awesome.
But Designer Con was amazing.
Went
You
by
guys
in a
had
whirlwind.
You guys had an amazing
was
time.
Yeah.
Can we show this little figure over here so at least people can see what you do while we're talking?
Well,
You have to know what a
Pulling something
Glyos
out
figure
of
is.
his pants, guys.
well, just the simple glass figure. They're little interchangeable guys, and they're made of PVC, and they're low run. And we've been doing we're in our 8th year.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I don't know how it happened, but it stumbles along in the dark, but we like it. But the figures are real basic, and we have a loose narrative that we kind of touch on here and there through the blog. And Marcus and I have been building it out. Michelle and I started Onell Design, over a decade ago. Then we had kids, and so she spent a lot of time attending to them. And then I met Mark through another endeavor called Beantown Toys. And we worked for 3 years doing that, and during that time I was doing Onell at night, and then we both decided to, when that kind of met its end, we started doing this thing full on, and it's, there's been no looking back since.
And it's still going.
Yeah, it's still going.
That's incredible.
It's just lucky and it's weird, but it's because
it's not lucky. I know how much work you guys put into this. I mean, I think I know how much because I've seen what you guys do, and I'm sure it's 10 times more than
you
that.
put in the same work. I mean, we've all worked together. I remember when the zombies were made, and they actually got shipped to my house by accident by our factory, and I remember looking at the stuff and then shipping it out. But I remember even getting the original urethane figures, and we're sort of a simpatico thing. Families that want to do this. It's really almost impossible to make a living off doing this like this.
It's true.
But if you can find a rhythm and you find a pattern, and you don't, you don't bullshit people. You do it because you really want to. You have to do that. But then it's a sort of this weird equation that happens, and then somehow years pass. But it's the community too that sort of, it has its different. It's funny when you go back 7 years, go back to San Diego Comic-Con. You remember do you remember the different companies that were at their heights? Mm-hmm. And so we've always just kind of been in the little trench, but always watching. And I remember these companies that would just appear, like Uncle. I used to love that stuff.
Yep, Unipo.
Yeah, and it was awesome. And they even had TV spots. Remember that? For a little bit of time. Really interesting designs. I thought it was really cool. I liked it. I mean, I see Strange Co., all the stuff that they did. That Megan, what was your friend? What's his name? Who did the wilderness stuff?
Rocket.
The IGN.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And I used to like to walk around there, and see all that stuff. And it's sort of you watch these trends come and go, and then all of a sudden it's like.
You know why they peaked and then you didn't see them anymore? Because they made toys.
Yeah, it's.
They didn't have any money.
It's true. It's true. And it's if you look, I wonder in another 5 years' time, if somebody will go back and they'll sort of chronicle this and say, this was the period of time for this sort of vinyl. This was a period of time for these sort of pseudo licensed things Funko has come to prominence now. They've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
But now in this the reaction stuff is sort of divisive. I like it. It's not for everybody. Not every sculpt is like we were talking about it earlier. it's not every sculpt is like a perfect rendition of something, you know,
Right.
that you see. Like, but I think the idea is neat. I mean, I think tracing it back to, geez, I remember Phil Reed from Battle Grip telling me years ago about how he wanted to do this. He wanted to make these things. Like all of us were thinking about it.
Yeah.
They just did it. You know, the price is right. Sculpts, you know, take it subjective, but it's fun. You
Right.
know, but now it's the time of Funko. I feel like the pop
Yeah.
vinyl thing is like, say what you want about the figures, you like them or you don't like them. The reason that they're successful is because they appeal to people beyond toy collectors.
Yep.
Right.
We are a small group. Look at any Kickstarter. Look at any of it, and you see that's the pool. It's like 1,000 people.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yep.
can see it.
If you're lucky, 1,500.
Yeah, if you're lucky. And I mean, we know a lot of the guys that are doing this. I mean, it's people don't just walk off the street and just do it. Most of the people that I know, anyways, and that you know, have been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to judge them one way or the other, but don't ever think that a ton of work doesn't go into any
No.
Yeah.
of these things. But it's fascinating when you look at those pools.
It's funny you say like maybe somebody will chronicle it some year. Well, if you go to toybreak.com and you hit archive
There you go.
and you go
You've
back to
been doing it.
2006,
I can't believe
you
it's
can
been
watch
that long.
all of those videos.
Yeah, you
and
were
you can see
covering
those
those
companies.
things, too.
Yeah, you'll see all those
Oh, it's
companies that used to
actually-
be there.
Happy anniversary Toy Break.
Oh, it's right.
It was yesterday.
Look at that.
8 years.
Doctor Who shit
8
right there.
years.
That's amazing.
We're
Why
there.
haven't we quit yet?
And 10 years of October Toys.
10 years of October Toys.
So it's
We
again,
could have had 10 years of
Congrats.
Toy Break, but I kept saying no.
Dude, do you know how hard it was? Ugh.
But I understand because I know that I'm not crazy about cameras. I literally before coming in here, it's like I get a little bit of get the shits because I don't want to go on the camera. You know what I mean? Like we just ate an In-N-Out burger. I try not to eat meat for the past 3 weeks, and what the hell do? We come in and PJ eats a quad stack where shit's dripping on. Yeah, it was insane. It was
Plus,
good.
I heard there was also a double on top of
There
it.
was
It was a
there was
4x4.
That was the
multiple.
appetizer.
It was like-
Oh, sorry.
It was bad math.
Was
Bad math.
Was bad math.
Yes, but anyway. Then I'm thinking I want to go back there, but I'm nervous to be on here, and then
Well, we've talked a tiny bit about your brief history, and people can see all of your stuff at your
on
what's
the
your
blog
website?
and whatever. Yeah, well, Onell Design.
Onelldesign.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marcus, Marcus makes that all happen. There would be no Onell Design without Mark. I mean, he's our full partner in the business. We do everything, work on everything together. Us meeting was this.
I'm the drummer in the band. I like to stay in the back
he's an actual
behind everyone else.
But there's no rhythm without the drummer, and it's just the creativity isn't just one person doing it. It's easy for that to seem that way, but it's not that way.
Right.
It's a true partnership, and Michelle is a creative monster. It's like having someone you start something with, and then they have to do something that's actually much more important. Raising our girls, but we still talk every night. We look on, now the kids are both in school full time, so she's starting to draw again, and it's interesting because this goes back to that whole piece of making toys or having a business and being a family and these kind of things. If you don't find the balance and the counterbalance of those things, you might as well not do it.
Right.
And
It's hard.
It is, and it's exponentially, harder if you don't have some sort of focus or some sort of network within your own people. It's like when we started this, we were in a table with a bunch of crap and literally just trying to get orders filled. It was hard to fill like 40 orders. Now we'll have a wave and we'll have 300 orders come through, and at the height of it, 600 orders higher, in you start to feel like a different kind of stress. You're psyched and you're so thankful that you can do it, but you're sweating it because you're like, how the hell are we going to create the
best
system
problem
to
to
do
have.
this?
How do I get this
Well,
out
that's
of here?
like, and then my sister and then PJ a couple years ago came into it, and so we all get together. It becomes an event, and so you have your again, it's a divisive sort of. You have a drop. It's what it's called,
Right.
release or whatever you want to call it. But
A fresh drop?
Yeah, it's a fresh drop. It's like
Shock, you
like
just call
half,
it a drop.
like half. Well,
I
that's
like
what
to call-
everybody
I like
calls
to
it.
call
what
it a
everyone
release.
calls it.
You know,
like
but
to say
I don't.
release.
I think we say launch.
Yeah,
is
we say
our
launch
term.
release, but
it's become the drop.
It is what it is, and we have it, and then if we, it's we don't know for a certain fact. Honestly, if you're really going to make it, you got to hit a certain number. You do, and that's like you have to navigate that. But then if you do hit it, and then you got a week basically that everyone goes into action. Michelle does the invoicing for 2 days. And on the third night she goes in, collates it, gets everything squared away. We're out there getting everything ready to go. We get the stuff in very close to when the actual wave comes out. That's just how the system works for us to survive. And
storing product doesn't make anybody any money.
No, and it's also like it's almost worthless to try to explain it, how tight you walk the line with this stuff.
I don't think people believe us.
Well, it
Right.
sounds unbelievable because most people are intelligent. Contrary to popular belief, I don't think most people are stupid. I think people are misunderstood, and they misunderstand each other, and that's the problem.
Yes.
Especially in this world, in this hobby, it's easy to have an opinion. It's real easy to have it on the internet. and the thing is, when you read stuff that's negative, people are lying if they say it doesn't bother them to some extent. It bothers me if I see someone that doesn't like something we do. I think about it.
Of course it does.
Even someone who thinks that they're nothing, you're going to think about it. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to alter the fabric of reality to try to satisfy that, that part of it.
Right.
But I do think that's something that as people go on and they get more technologically involved, and this hyper time thing happens where everybody has to have stuff immediately, so people care about something. Used to be like, do you remember when Tomarts would put out the magazines and you'd get these things?
Yeah.
And you'd 3 months later, I used to freaking call the Bandai number looking for Proto Man. I'm like, when is Proto Man coming out? I saw it in Tomarts. And they said, well, we don't know when it's coming. It's supposed to come out. Who is this? Why are you calling? Well, I want to know when it's coming out. I want the Proto Man.
That's not creepy at all.
So yeah, so then I'd call Toys R Us, be like, did the Proto Man in? Blues Man in? No, it's not. Who is this? Stop calling. So I didn't drive down. I'm at goddamn college, worrying about Proto Man. Then I'd get it, and what I do, I chop it up and customize it in 8 seconds. But I ruined it. I got to get another one. But this is like, there's a group of people though that came up like us that have this and do this, that have similar experiences. They went through the 90s, like the 80s. We were like the experimental marketing ultimate collector target.
It was a glorious time.
Yeah, right?
For those of you that missed it.
And then you go into the 90s, and then all of a sudden
Action figure
shit
heaven.
goes nuts, right? In KB's blowing stuff out, and you're like, well, I'll get 10 of those. They're 8 cents.
Yeah, that's fine.
Forget eating. But then
There's
you
ramen.
have how many people watching this do you think have totes and totes of shit that you love?
Yeah.
But
All of you.
yeah.
Most people.
I have them. I've gone through 3 collections. I'm in my 3rd, and I'm probably going to lose that one. And it's you keep certain, cherry pieces you keep. Most of it's Japanese or vintage 80s, 70s, Fisher Price. But it's something that I see happening more and more. We have guys with Glyos. Like there's been this whole thing in this last year where a lot of guys just super collectors, done, gone, blow out on eBay, blow out on Facebook, blow out in the forums. Gone. And then other guys come in, I'm going to get that, and this.
Yep.
And then you watch this like roller coaster but it happens to everything. It happened in comics, it happened in video games, it happens to every hobby. So you got to weather the storm. And if you're worth anything, you will. But there's no saying, you're going to survive it.
It's true.
But it's fascinating. I mean, I look at
That's why you diversify.
Yeah, you get well, you guys are the masters of that.
Oh,
We're a one-trick pony. But,
not true.
but we are.
Not true.
But we share. We try to expand something so that people who are creative have an opportunity to have a chance to make something. It doesn't mean the majority of people that make a toy, they're going to do just that. Make a toy. They're not going to make a business.
Right.
You want a business that makes money, go
Don't
talk
make-
to Phil Reed. Go talk to the guys that run Funko. Go talk to the people that understand numbers like that.
Yeah.
That's what they do, and they're good at it. But what we do is something. It's always the grass is always greener. We're lawless. It's
like the Old West.
But it's true, isn't it? It's like Deadwood with plastic, like Swearingen with China. I swear, I go to China, it's like, those guys they're busting ass over there. None of us would survive there.
No.
Get your ass blown to pieces, Yet they're making this
Just like
stuff.
In-N-Out.
It's true. But it is something that I don't see a lot of people talk about it, and if it's an opportunity, because we genuinely know each other, we genuinely give a shit about each other, we talk all the time. You know, we make this stuff out of love. We do it because we have a passion for it. Yes, we want businesses from it, but it's not going to be compromised to the point that it's, you know, it goes down in flames or we have delusions of grandeur, you know?
Right.
It's these things have to be rationally sort of sorted out.
But there's also a level of insanity to what most people in the independent toy game do. And I know some of you think that I'm joking or that you're like, oh no, you must be making plenty. Well, like, most of us get by.
You get by.
We get by.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us have like retirement plans and 401k.
Are you kidding?
I don't even know if it's savings account.
Savings?
Anyone? No. What's
Alien,
that?
that shit get smoked out when Michelle and I started Onell. That all
gone.
went away. All of it. We said, what's the choice? Do you want to go work for a company, or do you want to sacrifice what you have for freedom? Mm-hmm. You know, it's like it's the old Optimus Prime adage. You know, freedom is the right of all sentient beings. You know, it's like
Nice.
I just think it's something that you have the choice to do, and it's a lot of luck too and timing, but the passion that drives you, and if you have a tiny bit, a modicum of skill, you'll get somewhere if you stay consistent. But if you expect to reach the heights of, you know, financial heaven, find another avenue.
Absolutely.
You know,
It's balancing that, like, you know, hard work and skill
yeah.
with that insanity, because you're like you said, you're giving a lot up when you take this on. Now, if you go work for a company like Funko, like, I mean, I don't know everybody at Funko, but they're driven by business.
Yeah.
They make a licensing deal. You have a percentage that goes to everybody, this, and then you hire people that make the things for you.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not, you know, 4 people making.
and it's appealing to something that's
Individual
that's
toys.
what the license, the power of the license.
Exactly.
If you have the
And there's nothing
reach-
wrong with that.
Yeah,
That's
no,
great.
and it has to exist. We all have to exist. It's bullshit if it's just Art Town. It's bullshit if it's just commercial vision. Mm-hmm. It's got to be both sides of the coin. It has to be, and it constantly slow motion in a stupid camera angle goes flipping through time. You know, now it's the time of the artist and all this shit's so cool. Oh, fuck that, it's Funko time. You know, and then people can appreciate that. It's so funny how furious people get over success. You know, when you see it, it's easy to vilify it because, you know, well, no one, I don't know why these sell so good. They sell good because it goes beyond what we think is good.
Exactly.
And a person who goes in there at Christmas time or somebody's birthday and says, "Oh, my kid likes the Minions. What's that? I'll buy that." You know, and they take it home. I see it myself with my kids. You know, and I see it with even people I know that don't care about plastic. They'll get it because it's a great representation of a moment that they've somehow connected to this person, and then that's the vessel that they give it to them. Right. It's just like any other gift. It's more of a gift than a hobby, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so if you're into the process of that, you know, it's funny because what are toys in reality? I mean, they were made to. I think the first toys were probably made to shut kids up so that some predator didn't kill you in a cave. You know, so
That's a fair assessment.
so
That's
someone's like
probably true.
give Gerback, you know, that little stick with the face on it so the saber-tooth doesn't bite his face off. You know, oh well, I guess you make stuff that's valuable now. Now we can sell them to the other tribes. So it's like it starts off as something as of a necessity.
Making a stick with the face on it.
But you know, the next thing that happens is that well, they get more elaborate and then they become appealing.
Stick that wiggles.
Yeah, and it's got like little hairs.
It's called Groot, and
Yeah.
Funko makes
Oh
it.
yeah. I want Marcus to make a video game of it.
That's why I haven't even seen that movie.
What?
I don't get out much, except when I go to China or now California.
Doesn't leave the cave too often.
Yeah.
You know what's
yeah.
funny though, when you look back,
Well, you've
you
got a
think
stick
of,
in the cave. Why would you leave?
Yeah, right.
you think of
Stick
Funko
in-
now
yeah.
and what they're making and the things that they're doing, but you have to think back to 2006 when they were just a booth at
There were 2
Comic-Con,
booths at
and
the
it
end
was
of the row.
on Sunday they were like everything is free,
Yeah,
like
I
they're just
remember.
because it was like we don't want to take this home. Here's
No.
buy one, you have 4 free. Like, please help us. Like it was they
Yeah,
went
did
through
their
the whole thing.
bobbleheads.
Yeah,
They found something. Whoever is on their design team is they hit something. Kid Robot had the Dunny. The Dunny and the Pop vinyl are very similar. Not you can we won't get into the semantics of it, but it's, you look at it and say, this captured the imaginations of people, artists, collectors, non-collectors. There's something of a importance to when that event happens. Every couple years it happens. Like, boop, there's that, and then it lasts for like a 5-year period. The cycles of things.
Yeah.
Poor Marcus. I torture him with these like theories on things. I like the cycles of things. Like what makes a classic. You know, like Mark and I talk about like what is the sequence of a classic. Like something is created, and then it's sort of like a cult, and then it starts to find a bigger audience, and then it gets kind of popular. And then it reaches this pinnacle, and then it goes on a descent, and then it starts to fall. Then it flatlines, and then usually in some way, shape, or form, it can fail and die. But if it survives the flatline, all right, it hits nostalgia. And once nostalgia is hit, you become a classic. It's like Genesis. You know what I mean? It's like any 80s group or the Bee Gees. You remember people hated the goddamn Bee Gees. They hated them.
How are we talking about the Bee Gees?
But think about it.
It's an apt.
Think about it.
Comparison.
So the punk scene comes out and people are burning their records.
Yeah.
Now the Bee Gees are like people. Oh, I love the Bee Gees. I didn't burn my records. Bullshit, you did. You burned your records. But everything goes through that.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Kids, records are these big round vinyl objects that music used to come on, and you
type in Bee Gees in YouTube.
Yeah,
and find out what that is.
you see them burning them in like in the stadium.
Pause the video and look up Bee Gees.
Have you watched Dave Grohl's Sonic Highways? Have you watched?
No,
it?
somebody just told us about that. We need to watch it.
It's awesome. I mean, and it's really good on so many levels because there's a lot of similarities in the music industry, and then in any, it's a lot more pronounced, literally because it's
Audible.
Get it?
it's yeah, but I see a lot of things when I've watched the first 3 episodes, and there's one on like the DC punk scene. It starts off in the first episode's in Chicago, and the 3rd episode is in Nashville, and that's the one I was like, I'm not a huge country music. I think I'm gonna like this one.
Yeah.
I almost like that one the best out of them. You know, I've been trying. He hasn't seen it. Mark hasn't seen him, but it's
Not yet.
almost. But Cece got sick last night.
I feel like
in
I've
the
watched
past.
it through you.
Yeah, like I was talking about it. Like I tell Megan, to tell my mother, like you got to see this show. But it's cool because there's so much thought that goes into that particular show. I've watched. I love TV. I do. I'm not afraid to say it. I was raised on it. You know, people are like, you just shouldn't watch TV. I like it.
I love TV.
I'm a product of it, but I'm more discerning on what I watch. You know, and that show is great because it covers so many things that are applicable to anything. To anything. You watch the struggle that these guys have, either creatively or just where they come from. I mean, Foo Fighters are so interesting because they're made up. They're made up of. It's a supergroup. Mm-hmm. It's a punk supergroup. Is what
that has
it is.
stood the test of time.
Yeah, and I mean it's led by a person who was in one of the biggest groups of all time, fronted by a lefty. You know what I mean? Yep. It's like that's a whole nother subject matter of lefties and righties. But anyways, it's an interesting thing to see how it trickles down, like Nirvana and then all those guys and then Foo Fighters and then Foo Fighters and everything he does out of that, and then people are watching the Sonic Highways show on HBO, and they're like, well, try this show out. And they might not even know a damn thing about the history of it, but you will find out about it if you watch the thing.
Right.
But it's fascinating because, back to the point of it, it chronicles the process of what it takes to survive a creative endeavor. And that's at the heart of any of this, or a comic, or anything anybody's doing out there in an Etsy store, writing, or anything. It's gonna be hard. That I have not met one damn person that said, "Oh yeah, no problem. That was simple as shit."
No, because that doesn't happen. That's not how it works.
Well, it's not. And humans don't like it. We don't like to be happy that long. I'm sorry, but we don't. It's inside of us. We need to struggle with the misery of existence so we can overcome it and then rinse and fucking repeat. And that's what you do. And that's
kind of true.
But that's
Absolutely.
what identifies you on the planet. So if you do that, and for us and for me, I made toys when I was a kid. I make them now. I'm done. You know what I mean? and so now do that. And if you're interested in that, then we'll have a good time together. And then if you do something different, I see that, and it sends me in a different way. You'll influence what I'm doing. I hopefully can influence in a positive way.
Right.
Sometimes negative things equal positive things too. I mean,
Time is the only thing that will tell that.
Yeah, too. I mean, it's and our generation is also kind of an interesting one because we come from a generation of divorce. You know what I mean? Like that didn't happen as much as it did with us, and that's why TV was so important, and that's why we have so many collectors. I think or have that mentality because Optimus Prime was Dad. You know what I mean? It's like you hear that voice, Peter Cullen's voice. I mean, you feel like, all right, you know, I can deal with this terminal illness.
I won't lie. When we went to see, I mean, the new Transformers movie, whatever your thoughts are on the movie, it's not that great. But that moment when Peter Cullen spoke when Optimus, the first mumblings of his voice, when it came out, I won't lie, little tear. Well, because it goes right like
inside
eating.
you. Yeah.
I was like, I'm crying at Transformers.
There's something about it though that every generation has its thing. Our parents had, the 60s. You know what I mean? They go through that.
Man, they won't stop talking about
Well,
it.
and their parents had the war, World War II. And then we had cable and HBO, you know what I mean? And we had ourselves because our parents decided to do other things and then they went to work. So you're a latchkey kid. But a lot of people, it's different generations, but people can understand, like, it's not abnormal to have a single parent home now. But, our generation was really the first to go through it.
Don't forget video games.
Oh yeah, and then so there's this weird watershed of creativity.
I got video games.
Well, it's the best, isn't it? And
Yeah.
like 1984, think about the music then. Think about the
And the
cartoons
movies.
and the movies, everything. So that's your education. That's our education. That's why we all get along, because we speak the same language from that. And Marcus is 10 years younger than me, so it's we still relate on the same things, even though I torture you on a regular basis.
With love. He tortures you with love.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyways, that's such a motherload of subjects. This is what happened.
I'm speechless. I can't
I know. I'm just like, wow. I don't even
Anything
know how
to add,
to
Marcus?
I don't know how to even segue into like, hey, let's talk about the blind box time or something.
Well, you guys have
You asked for it.
Well, you have such an interesting, venue here too, and I think so many people that you meet at conventions, and we don't do as many conventions anymore. But it's incredible how there are really a lot of good people, and it's so easy to kind of like this whole Breaking Bad toys thing.
Yeah.
Did you read that article? That Clown Town, like he's basically just vilifying an entire genre of collectors, like the mouth breathing collectors. And it's just so boring, that some idiot would do it, but it's
cliche.
It's cliche, and it doesn't. I mean, go through Toys R Us, for God's sakes. I mean, you could pick and choose any damn thing in there as being controversial.
Absolutely.
But that's the soup du jour. Let's take a shit on Breaking Bad because it's successful. Guess what? I think Jesse DeStasio, tomato. I've known him for a long time. He's a great guy, really smart. He does the toy pizza thing over there, your counterpart, and he was just saying there would be no better publicity for Mezco than what's going on, and he's damn right. I mean, you can't, like he said, I think he said literally, you can't buy that kind of print.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's kind of funny because they're helping promote the figures by making this stink.
It's such a big thing.
But you got to wonder, like,
the only one it
maybe
sucks
Mezco
for is
paid
Toys R Us.
Yeah.
It hurts Toys R Us though.
Yeah, it does hurt Toys R Us. But
which is already hurting.
I mean, how long do you think it'll be until that there won't be that?
2
Toys R
years.
Us?
Yeah.
That'll be gone in the next 5 years. I mean, they can't.
So what do you think is going to be the venue for it? Because this leads to an interesting thing. Like, what will be the venue? Everybody waiting bread lines at Target for their fucking white boba? I mean, that's Walgreens, But it's like, what is it going to amount to? Like, what is the saturation point? Right. And so the internet that's where everybody's sort of like, that's where you go.
But I don't think that normal people get their stuff on the internet.
No, I mean, they go and get it. So
they have to. It's going to have to be stores like Target and stuff.
So what happens when like Sears all close and shutter and
There's still
Macy's
Sears
don't?
that are open?
You know what I mean? But it's like out near us there is. But like we have a Kmart in town. I bought.
They're still open too?
They are.
No, I'm teasing. I know.
But there's a Kmart in Acton, where we live, and I've lived in Acton since 1980, and intermittent sojourns different places. But I bought my first G.I. Joe at that Acton Kmart.
Aww.
You remember that? And it's me and my sister. And it was, I have this connection to it, and it never has new stuff. You know, like occasionally there's some Fisher-Price Imaginext stuff, which is amazing. But I go there, you know, once a week. I'll just drive. I gotta go get some batteries. Toy section. You know what I mean? And I just walk in there because it's this. I know the time is coming where it's gonna be gone. And stupid as it sounds, for whatever reason, I have a sadness over it. So I feel compelled to go there. I'll buy something usually there just to buy something, but it's a freaking corporation. They give a crap, you know. But there's something about it that it's there that I want to go there, you know. And I keep thinking to myself, because I think a lot of us, like, we all like future stories, Terminator crap, like. But in all reality, you start thinking, like, what will the landscape look like in 5 years? I love RoboCop. So what will it be? Will we be going to TJ Maxx and Marshalls to buy our, closeout crap? You know, will there be Kmart's? No. Will there be Toys R Us? Probably some form of Toys R Us. Something will exist. Some sort of specialized break off.
Well,
thing
because Babies R Us is still something, right? Like, and as long as you can have a Babies R Us,
like
you can have a toy section.
FAO Schwartz already condensed into Toys R Us.
Yeah, they ate them up.
Toys R Us is,
and I think Toys R Us owns
down,
some of the KB copyrights and stuff too.
Oh, do they?
I was looking at, I was reading about it recently, and it's just I wonder what will that mean just for the next generation? How we grew up with an abundance of stuff
Toy
everywhere.
stores, yeah.
I mean, there were when Transformers got big, it started with Star Wars, and then Transformers went nuclear. I mean, I could go to the 5 and 10 and buy like an Iron Gear figure. You know, like I could buy Valkyries at the 5 and 10, like Robotech, you know, Macross Valkyries. You could just like
almost all of my Musclemen came from a 5 and 10.
Right. So like
Petrie's 5 and 10.
Yeah. I mean, you could ride your bike there, you know, like with a sock full of quarters you stole from like an uncle, you know what I mean? But you dump them out, and then you pretend you don't like toys. It's for my nephew. Kid, you're 8, you know, it's all right. So, but I think I wonder how to be a child. Like I see it through Katie. Like she loves all the Moose products. Moose is awesome.
Yes.
I mean, they're like the secret.
Not the Supernatural Moose, the toy company.
This could be my segue into Blind Box time.
Blind Box?
Blind Box.
You better take it.
I'm taking it.
But it's true.
It's Blind Box time.
Take it.
It's Blind Box time.
Do you guys know what time it is? Blind Box time!
Speaking of Moose,
That's ridiculous.
I only have 3.
I'm gonna let you guys.
No, because I'm going to bring out this
I
other...
was gonna open the other thing because
I'm
I was
gonna
gonna let you open this.
I'm going to bring out this because you guys are going to open... We've never opened these before. I have no idea what these feel like.
Oh, they're cool.
First time.
So this is the first time we're seeing these.
Oh, you got the ring?
Oh,
my God.
shit.
Katie would go nuts. Yeah.
So we're going to open... While you guys open your blind box, I'm going to open this because I don't have a 4th blind
We're
box.
opening Mutant Mania,
But
you
look
guys.
at the time and energy that goes into this, because this is classic stuff.
This is
drawing.
awesome.
Look at that's Ratfink right there. I mean, that's Big Daddy Roth all over that. And there's Street Sharks.
Street Sharks.
I love it.
We'll bring that back after Cell Toys.
So obviously we can't pick what we
You
want.
just
because we
squeeze it,
don't
it'll
know.
pop
Yeah,
right
just-
open.
I
You don't
just
even
squeeze
have
it.
to open. Just squeeze it. Just go
But
like that. I don't know why people just pop.
I want to.
Popeye style.
Just one.
So you can't really pick what you want. I just want a cool guy. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, this is a good one.
I got a girl bucket.
Nice.
A girl bucket?
Look.
So you want to trade or?
Oh, look at that. It's like more serious. Pink.
Oh, look, here's all the little things. Hey, when they put this inside, I want to
weird.
see it on the
Little
outside.
Neo phase going on here.
What
I
is
guess-
there a little rubber band in there?
Actually, like that jade that we were trying to do.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you get? What'd you get? Are they all the same guys in here?
You know what
So
I
this is
did?
just
I
like a
did
base.
wish that they. I
What
wish
is-
that.
what?
I wish that this thing could have been made so it was permanent, that you could have bridged it, just so you had the option for a more rigid connection. I love the whole idea, the weird little bendo thing, but it would have been cool to have the option because it wouldn't have taken much.
This is like baby Cthulhu kind of
Yeah.
Scorpio.
Look at this one.
Oh,
Cat
that's pretty
asshole.
wild.
That's
Whoa.
good.
What? He's like half painted, half not painted. Like,
They're really neat. I like that they're doing weird stuff like this.
I don't know how my guy goes.
That's kind of a big one.
Well, you take this out.
what's that thing? What is that?
That's
inside
that's
there?
what this like it holds it inside,
Oh, I
probably
was
to
like, why
stop
did that come with that?
deformation.
Oh.
You keep it open, so when you pop
That
it
makes
in
a lot
there,
more
it doesn't
sense this way.
close. But they're really neat. I mean, they have a ton of different
there's a
ones
lot of
too.
them.
We picked a couple of these up a few weeks ago, and I like that they go so nuts that they follow this whole pattern of the little tiny drawings.
It's
It's
like a little
nuts.
Toxic
This is
Avenger.
I love
Zoid
it.
book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, that's a good one.
That was good.
It's like a potato.
Good colors
Oh,
on
there's
it.
so many good ones.
How many
Oh,
did
more
you get in
good.
that
There's
set?
2 in this set.
Are they exclusive to that set? Or
I don't
Oh,
think so. I
there's-
think you just get to
I need
pick.
this Bone Buster.
Good one.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
there any
that's
more
a
than
good
2?
one.
Yeah, there's
There's
just
a
2.
Skull and Crossbones one too. Maybe that's him. He's good. He's a good looking.
I like that.
Oh man. So I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I've seen the pictures online, but I didn't
So-
know if they were going to be rubbery or they're, the PVC, so they don't have that rubber feel, but they have the stretchy.
Yeah, they got the
Rubber
goo in
band.
the middle.
The
There-
goo.
Yeah. This is. There's a. You got the whole like vapors of Kaneko Man in here. This is nuts.
Who is that guy?
So
Sawtooth.
they step on that thing. There must be some other they plug into there.
It's like Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah. The Wildcat.
Can you set these up? So
I got the big poster of these, like the old muscle poster, but giant.
I think it's just like that. To it.
Oh,
You just stick it in, put the
Oh,
guy
and
in
they
the
just
hole.
fight.
did they just seriously use a Rock'em Sock'em size contraption for the tiniest figures?
Well, the muscle line had the little dimples too.
yeah, but they were
Yeah.
smaller.
Yeah, it was a real nice, tight little
Yeah.
one. I broke it when I had it as a kid. I think everybody broke
Do you
it.
want to play with ours?
Do you have? You have?
Of course they
Oh,
do.
that's right. Of course, you have the huge muscle in the space. This is great.
Fight! Fight! Fight!
Oh.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ah,
That's
lose.
good.
I lost.
You lost your body.
Yeah.
All right, that's fun.
So you get all the rest of the things to the side, the
Stand.
steps
So
on
it
the
just
side.
builds actually. You can put
Yeah.
guys on there to watch.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh, and they can.
that's
Jump
Somebody
into the
else,
ring.
flip it, flip it.
that's a little like the big boots.
Yeah.
I'm the only human being alive who collects big boots.
boots.
What are they?
Matchbox, Mattel Matchbox made this line called Big Boots, and they're like basically boys, neo weebles, and they have so much history in the designs and the color choices and the principles on it, and no one gives a crap. But they have awesome drawings. They have
I'm
because
bored just hearing about
they're
it.
kind of weird looking.
I actually like the look of them.
Yeah,
I like the look of
They're
them.
good.
Yeah.
But they're
They're
gonna.
weird and different.
Well, that's the stuff all kids will want, and all these guys who were like stockpiling Star Wars, and the kids are like, "You're gonna big boots, bro."
Yeah, like
Like,
everyone.
what the hell is that, kid?
It's got a whole little entrance ring and like.
Nice.
We need a tiny smoke machine.
I can.
He
I
can produce that.
Ah.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
That's after.
There he goes.
Now we need to rebrand
I think those
this
goes here.
No, they go
with
here.
some tiny
What's
Sofubi
this?
characters
Do
for
they-
Kaiju
what's
Big
this
Battle.
connection point?
I think is this a storage?
Oh
thing?
yeah. Pull it
Oh,
out.
does it open?
Yeah.
It has to.
You need kid fingers or
Or
And that's where you
Matt.
keep all your
Giant
bands.
fingers.
Yeah. That is.
Cave Kid.
This is.
So this
really
is just
good.
to build a little playset, and this moves around if you want to open it out.
Yeah.
This is huge. I thought it was just the ring.
Oh, this
Good.
is incredible.
It's good.
And then there's this too.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
The-
yeah.
the
I was like,
The
what?
actual ring.
Oh, that's super cool. That actually makes it better.
Do you put it underneath? I wonder.
I
Or...
think you just lock it on there.
Put it on top.
That's okay.
I think we go like
Yeah.
this, and then I put this.
This
What's that called? What's that?
cat's
Cat's
cradle.
cradle.
Oh,
Wow.
buy me a Coke.
All right,
Does anyone
this
do
is a
that
fun-
Jinx crap anymore? Did anybody
yeah.
say that?
Only
No.
people our age.
All right. My,
Hold on.
Katie
Wait,
said
wait,
it.
take it out of there.
Yeah, but she got it from you.
Yeah, she did. She actually got it, I think, from Michelle.
Well,
That wily woman. There,
you know how it goes. You're just one person now.
Yes, one that. Yeah, it's true. Fusion.
All right,
We
it's
are
on.
Onell.
You next. October Toys versus Onell Design.
Yeah, but wait, this guy sucks. He already lost once.
Here,
I want a
put
new
him on
guy.
it.
Oh, he already
Yeah,
sucks.
he'll ref. He'll ref.
Who is that guy?
Who is that? Who is that green man? All right.
The giant green man.
Even though he's tiny.
Ready?
First, we got to get that ref out
Oh!
here. So he could be wild.
Hey now.
Oh,
Hey now.
I lost.
That guy will not go down.
That's
Even
the
the
strength.
head bob is perfectly.
I did the Bobby Heenan on that one.
You totally did.
I did. I Heenan'd you.
Messed
All right,
up,
I'd
dude.
say this is a pretty awesome toy.
Yeah, this is. Look at this. We savaged this.
Yeah.
Your table has been savaged.
And there's
Okay,
124
look at you
guys.
savaged in here tonight.
All right. Oh yeah, your toilet as well. Big boots. You should do a big boots review, George. Give those designers some freaking
Angry
spotlight.
ant.
No problem.
I love that line.
We'll have the big boots on.
Big boots. I want the tail enders.
Scorpiax. Everybody, you want Scorpiax because you won't go down.
Scorpiax. Do you know that they made a whole nother wave of those in supposedly in England
No,
of big boots, like aliens, extra stuff?
really.
Oh yeah.
They
I
just don't come out here.
don't know. I've been torturing Kent about it for like months and months. The poor bastard. Kent, you got any of those big boot leads in your British connections? No. Stop talking about big boots. Okay.
All right,
45 seconds of quiet.
we got.
Exactly. 72 seconds of quiet.
Let's get into some reviews.
I love that guy.
Jump
Ooh.
into some things.
You gonna open that?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we?
I don't know.
Take it out and play with it.
That's right. That's the motto. I haven't been able. I have only handled one Star Wars Black, and that was Jesse's Boba Fett. Back when you got it.
Nice.
So.
Well,
But they
here's-
look good. So are they
here's
gonna
number
make
2.
GI Joes of these? What's the story?
Yeah, that's the
Is
rumor.
it-
rumor,
I don't
right?
know
So it's gonna
true.
happen because the rumor is just them prepping shit, right?
feel
So what?
like-
San Diego next year? Is that's what's gonna happen?
I'm guessing, yeah.
Wow, these
Maybe the
are
debut.
awesome.
So obviously here we have Chewbacca from the Star Wars Black line. Obviously, again from Hasbro. This one in particular is a 7.5-inch action figure with bowcaster, of course.
Look at that weapon.
And it goes for about $20.
Hate that part.
That part out.
Was it just? This is good. These are really good.
Yeah.
I surrender.
no,
That was good.
Did I break this?
it
No,
comes.
okay,
it
right
came in
there,
2
yeah.
pieces.
Gotcha.
One of the
Chewbacca's.
things I really like is that they sculpted his hair on this side
See how I did that?
to fit that,
Oh yeah.
so it doesn't just hang on the side of his head all
Yep,
stupid.
goes right in there. I love Chewie.
And he bends at the waist too.
And considering it's an entirely furry character, obviously fur is extremely hard to capture in a sculpt. It's not bad.
Where does this fall in the Ewok pseudo fascination?
That's not
Range.
a Ewok.
No, but I mean, do you like
Are you
it?
showing me Chewbacca's crotch? Why are you aiming
Well,
that
because
at me?
this now it's like an Ewok.
No, that have you seen an Ewok?
I
It doesn't
have.
look anything like that.
Ewoks are just like Wookiees bent over, kind of.
Oh, jeez.
I love Ewoks, but they do, you know. I mean, look, what's
That's the
that?
strangest
You know?
description I've ever heard.
Wub wub. See? No? Yes?
I
Perhaps?
think we might have to kick Matt
No.
off the couch.
I think maybe you're looking at I think someone else tricked you, and that wasn't an Ewok.
This is really good.
Show us where the Ewok touched you.
I had mixed feelings about Ewoks when I was a kid. I liked them, but I felt like I shouldn't. You know, I
I
don't
felt
know
like
why.
you were too old to like them.
I wasn't even. I was a horrible nerd, but there's something about them. I wanted them. I liked that they were cute, and I was kind of ashamed that I thought I liked them that they were cute. I wanted them to be more badass. They were kind of badass.
They were.
killed a
They
bunch
were
of
Right,
killing
but for
stormtroopers
boys-
left and right.
Yeah.
But for boys, it was
Yeah.
less acceptable.
Yeah, but they were kind of a. I don't think it was
The
like
first
Jar
little
Jar.
cannibals in real, like
It's true. They
real in.
Did
They did. They ate the
They ate 'em,
stormtroopers.
right? So do you think that there's any fairness when people, connect Jar Jar to? I know what you're gonna say, but Ewoks. Do you think it's a similar thing? Because I
I
don't
was
think.
gonna say yes, so you
but-
don't know what I was
Oh
gonna
well,
say.
Oh, yeah.
Are you being a contrarian?
No, I was gonna say yes.
All right. Well, is there a bunch of people that love Jar Jar though? They love Ewoks.
Yeah.
I love Jar Jar.
You love
No,
Jar
he
Jar.
doesn't.
Yeah,
You lying.
I do. I want them to make Jar Jar black.
It's disgusting.
Star Wars black. No, not. I don't want them to make Jar Jar
Wait,
black. I want them to
that's
make Star
racist.
Wars black Jar Jar.
What this?
Let's rewind.
Yeah.
Let's rewind what I said.
edit.
I want them to make Star Wars black Jar Jar. Yeah, I'll buy it.
All right. This conversation's over.
Matt's out. He's
All right.
like,
No, I don't.
I have one more thing. I have one more thing.
Gungan.
do you want to do that one or?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay.
Oh, the Crashlings.
Have you seen
Have you
these?
played
So this is the rip-off of Moose stuff, right?
Is this a ripoff?
Yeah, Moose didn't make it, but it looks like Moose made it.
Wicked cool. It's made.
Yeah.
by.
Yeah.
Right.
So you should love it.
I do. I love it.
It's wicked cool.
Is that a Boston?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
It's good. This is nuts.
A lot of good movement in there, right?
Yeah,
It's an
Jesus.
awesome
He
figure.
loves bending that guy over.
Marcus.
All right, so Crashlings. Are we done with Chewbacca?
I just can't believe
Let him keep playing
He's
Chewbacca.
It's
Here,
crazy.
you open this one.
Didn't you always want to do that with the Chew? No.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
It's really
No, he
good.
wants to play with Jar
Why do you
Jar.
think I got that one out of all the Star Wars
Yeah.
Black? Because it's an awesome figure.
Well, how many Star Wars Black do you want?
That one, Boba Fett, Han Solo, and a Stormtrooper.
So
And Leia.
That's it.
You're not going full tilt.
No.
What
Well,
about
get
the
in the good
Walgreens
ones.
white one?
It's not here yet.
When I find one, I'll get one.
PJ got us one.
Nice.
Yeah, he had an incident at a Walgreens.
An incident.
Yeah,
An
it
incident?
was in the news.
What do you
Are
think
we
of
gonna-
that?
We're going to have to hear about that later.
They
What,
also
the
make these.
incident
Oh.
Oh.
at
Yes.
Oglala?
Here.
All right, so Crashlings here, since we're talking about fun little like mass market minifigures.
Mm-hmm.
We got Crashlings from Wicked Cool Toys. There's over 150 collectible Crashlings. They come in single packs, 4 packs, 10 packs. There's 2 play sets. We have one here. This is the Catapult City play set. The 4 packs go for $5. The 10 packs go for $10. This actually goes for $15.
That's
I-
it?
$15
That's-
at I believe Toys R Us.
How are they doing this?
I don't know.
And they
Because they're
have.
making
How much are the one
hundreds
packs?
of thousands of
I
them.
don't know
this
what a
little guy.
single.
You're a slap a snipe.
Isn't it? This is another
Yeah.
one of those weird phenomenons where there's Moose comes in, creates this market, and then these ones pop up.
You know,
And
it's
it's
Think
so
something.
about those
awesome.
Squinkies were out before
Oh, yeah.
Moose, right?
But yeah, Blip made those.
So-
right. So I mean, it's really I love this though. When it's like a mini market comes up, and then you have so much to choose from as a kid.
Bogos, did you?
Oh yeah,
Crazy
yeah,
Bones?
yeah. Oh yeah, Crazy Bones. Katie loved those.
See, I think these are more like those than.
Yeah, than Moose stuff.
Yeah.
But they're harder too. I mean,
Yeah,
look at
it's
this
very
one.
hard.
But they look cool. They're cute.
Kind of a cool
what the
metallic
heck
one.
is this thing?
This might be a chase or something.
This guy's really cool.
Okay, so we
Oh,
have.
this is really cool.
These look like Moon Goons. Do you remember those?
You're a
like,
Moon Goon.
Do you remember Moon Goons?
No.
They were like the
How
old
do you know
seven.
every toy line?
That's
I don't.
ever
I
toy.
don't. But I remember a lot of this stuff. I just like it.
Here's that.
Dude,
You want
this
to do a
is
second
fucking-
blind box?
did
Because we
that
don't
on
know what's in
purpose.
these.
Let's do it, Marcus.
Nice air.
Nice catch.
This is way complex, guys.
I got a shiny
Oh, nice. That's 2. This
candy apple red.
guy's pretty cool.
What'd you get? Ooh, I like his face. So as you can see, hours of fun for the whole family.
That's a dangerous one.
Oh, it's another shiny. Maybe they're all shiny.
Wait, so only some of them have the...
Whoa.
That's what I was just about to
it's
ask.
pretty intense.
Yeah, because this both sides of these are...
But it came with these.
Wow,
like
these
separate
are,
in the
these are
package.
pretty neat. These are
Interesting.
total Moon Goons. You should
Yeah.
look, Google Moon Goons.
Say that 3 times fast.
Moon Goon.
No,
Moon
Google
Google
Moon
Moon.
Goons.
Goon. No. You do. it.
Googamunga. Googamunga. Anyone?
Google Moonga?
Great googly moogly. How do you? So do you just put them in there upside down, just like?
Dude, look at
You
it.
just kind of. Oh wow.
Oh, something's about to happen.
Yeah, this
This
is
is-
probably the wrong room to have this toy.
I don't think it's... Yeah, it's not very powerful. Or maybe you got to do an empty one.
How do you?
Yeah, it doesn't
Do it
have
this way?
the spring isn't very. Okay.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Now let's go.
Like,
Let's put a double.
you can work, Marcus.
Watch.
How come everybody can do this but me?
It happens quick. You gotta. do
Mine's
quick.
always
Hold on.
defective.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ah,
That's.
ah, ah.
Yeah, nice.
It's tough to
There's
do.
no way. That's not good.
Now,
Ooh,
now we
what's
gotta
that?
try. it.
Whoa. Big
Oh.
guy.
So these are kind of fun,
Can you get
and
it?
they're
Can you
extremely
get it to work?
affordable. How much were the? What is it? That's
Catapult
Crashling.
City playset was $15.
No, the I keep wanting to say trash packs. The Mutant Mania.
I don't remember how much that was.
Oh, yeah, it is a chase.
This is all in the same section at Toys R Us too. They have put them all together. I
The
mean,
minifigure section.
yeah. Well, it used to be trashy. It's actually the Mutant Mania has its own like kiosk now,
Yes.
right? I love that. that one.
Doesn't that just make you feel good when
Yeah.
you go inside
What were the
Toys R
deal?
Us?
With the deal with those little like racers, like horror racers?
At
That was a Toys
the
R Us
Monsters.
Yeah,
exclusive.
yeah, that was a neat one. Those
Yeah.
were like
Yeah,
those were
more
again
right
like
there.
Big Daddy Roth style.
They had a plan for a second series, but I don't know if that's happening now.
That was only through them, right?
Yeah.
That was
Toys R Us.
same as Mutant Mania. Like Moose does a lot of stuff initially with Toys R Us first exclusively.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because I don't think Mutant Mania is anywhere but T-Russ right now.
I did not realize
Yeah,
that.
I think they did the same thing with Trashies for a while, and then it kind of got out. I remember because Katie was crazy about Trashies, and we searched high and low for Series 2. We drove on we do family loops. We did in
We've done the loops.
oh, the loops, yeah, and we found them. I remember she went nuts because she found the individual ones. And she went berserk. I loved Trashies because of that. They had the, you know what I wish they would do more was those cases. Series 1 Trashies, they had like a book you'd open up. It was like vinyl on the outside and it had clear.
Kind of like the 24-pack of Monster in my pocket.
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
Yep.
George, look at this beast.
Are you saying George is the beast or
Well, it's both
Cry?
I don't
So,
know.
Applicable.
so this is why they have the all plastic ones to put down
Yeah.
in there and
to launch.
launch at these guys.
Oh, what's that bit do?
I think it just sits there.
Well, I think we're definitely in some sort of a minifigure,
Yeah,
Paradise
Renaissance.
right
Yeah,
now.
it's nuts.
but I worry every day that I'm like, how
Well,
long?
It will end. And then
everything
what do you
does.
think will be next? And then we'll find out what the heck that is. This is really.
I'm so
amazing.
terrible. I can't even predict what would be next.
I mean, half the fun is
8-bit
not
video
knowing,
games.
I guess.
Okay. Shovel Knight should lead the way.
This is supposed to be a little.
Oh,
He rides
Oh.
down, like one of the little guys rides down in that.
little gondola.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
That's pretty neat.
That's
cool.
kind of fun. I feel like we will explore more of the. Oh,
I think that's it. We've explored it.
I like this color a lot. That orange is nice.
Oh, you're supposed to set these little dudes up.
it's like bowling.
Yeah.
Almost the same.
Yeah.
Bastards.
It's a good orange. What PMS
Oh,
would you
well.
say that is?
$14.95.
$14.95?
Yeah.
You know
Right?
that?
Oh,
Probably
don't get us
close.
going.
Yeah. In the
I know my
$14.95,
product
$50.
PMSs. I don't know every PMS.
We've been looking at that damn PMS
Study that
color book so long. $3.75.
There it is.
That's
Rothen green.
That's a true Rothen green.
So that's it. That's what these do.
All right, Crashlings.
I think I would collect them for the little dudes.
Yeah,
not
not
so
this
much
so
this
much,
playset. Except
I like-
there were 3 in the playset with. They have the 2-sided hard
Yeah,
disc,
just for the slide, I guess.
and I don't know if the figures are
Ah.
exclusive in there or not. Look at that guy.
Oh,
Oh, he's
Oh,
the
this is
best.
cool.
He's like a little.
Yeah.
Oh no, my guy's the best.
What the heck? Is
Ooh.
that a little non sequitur for this line? A zombie? Is
That's
that a
weird.
zombie?
Yeah.
It is a zombie. It's almost a human-esque zombie, which is
this
very
is
strange.
like Mario
So,
2 meets Simpsons. Sorry.
what we didn't mention is that there's actually different styles of these guys. So there's, let's see if I have this now. Monsters, dinos, insects, sea life, and aliens.
Man, that is a nice display.
So you can find out more about these guys at crashlings.com and all the little different various, aliens and monsters. And this one must be an alien? Monster. He's a monster.
These are cool.
These are all aliens.
This is nice as a little storage area to keep all the balls in.
Yeah. It's just
Stop it.
It's just a
Stop
running
it.
theme.
Look.
George,
Stop it.
Oh, there he
That's
is.
for you.
There he goes.
he needs a place to store
2 balls
his balls.
All right, let's
Star Wars Rebels is good.
let's remind. Oh, is it?
I like
We
it.
need to talk about that. Okay, so let's remind everybody that there's an event coming up. Not
Designer Con. Oh,
Oh,
no, that
it
just
already
happened.
happened. And it was amazing. So we
Sorry.
You coy devil. What?
coming up, Robo Toy Fest and Brick Boutique. It's Robots and Bricks at the Pasadena Convention Center in Pasadena, California on December 21st. RoboToyFest.com for more information. And I believe,
How's that show?
if I'm not mistaken, it's a $5 admission. It's
That's
robots and
cheap.
Lego. If you
Awesome.
know what that.
That
Good
sounds
times.
like a good one.
When's
We'll tell you about
your next release for your? When's your next
Oh,
launch? December.
When's your next fresh drop?
November 30th is what we're shooting.
November
for.
30th.
Yeah, November 30th, and then that's it for the year, and then we're gonna go mid-January, and hopefully we'll have something relatively new then. And Skeleton will be available from our side of the tracks then.
Nice.
And
Hooray!
yeah, that little devil.
Skeleton,
Yeah.
if you want to find out more, we just did an amazing Kickstarter for Skeleton Warriors with Matt's
Yeah.
help on a skeleton figure.
Yeah, it's
Skeleton.
Skeletons, tons and dens.
Tons
Tons
and
and
dens.
dens.
You can check out more information on our Kickstarter and our page at October Toys, and of course at OnellDesign.com. If you guys want to throw out, do you want to
Oh,
point out anything else? That was
well,
really important?
one thing that we're really happy about was the Mystical Warriors of the Ring have joined the Glyos family with their latest figure. Mark Vasquez, who runs that operation, I met through Marty Hansen, the God Beast Full Throttle Hansen, who I love. He's a great guy. He's a hell of an artist, and he really knows how to bring people together. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have done the Armivore. I wouldn't have met Jason. And this is one of those fruits of meeting different people through, like we were talking about earlier, connecting and working with people that have a passion. So this is the second day we've had this. This just came in yesterday, which would be a couple weeks ago at this point.
And they're sold out at Decon. You can't get them.
Yeah, it's to be available. It was available at Decon, but it's just a neat. We call this a Type 2 Glyos figure, which is more simplified, ironically or strangely very similar to the old Recklin and Aves figures that we did, which were less points of articulation and weren't really for building, more swapping.
Will you stop talking so much, Marcus?
So I'm thinking.
This is a good one. It's a good one.
That's an amazing one.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Mark
Yeah.
on these.
And what's his website? Do we know by?
Mist Warriors.
Yeah, it's like abbreviated, right?
Yeah, it's Mist Warriors.
Maybe,
Check the
yeah.
show notes, toybreak.com. But
Yeah. But
fantastic plastic, also.
Yeah, fantastic plastic. Yeah, it's a great figure. Smart lady. She's
Plastic
a smart
trap,
lady.
PVC trap up here.
Information master. Yeah, that's a big one that we were psyched about, and then we've had a wild year, so we want to thank everybody for supporting us for another year of this, and we're psyched to finally be out here with you guys.
Absolutely.
And Decon was so amazing that you're coming back next year, right?
Yeah, it was so good that we came back next year.
We
It's
already did.
happened.
We already came back.
We actually went back to the
Yeah.
past to film
Yeah.
this from
It was
2015.
doubly good.
Doubly.
Yep.
Doubly good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I hope it wasn't too
Thank you,
painful.
guys.
I
I'm
was
so
just about to
happy
say
you're
the same
here,
thing to you. I'm sorry you had to endure what Mark puts up with every day.
Well, I might as well be mute.
That's just like every day, isn't it?
He gets his in always.
That's what.
Yeah. Oh,
and
Come on! You're
note to
setting
end
me
it
up
on.
for these.
Yes,
All
I
right,
guess.
so do you want to throw out before we get into... Actually, we'll do it at the end. So that's it for Toy Break. Be sure to check out the show notes at toybreak.com for links to everything that we talked about, OnellDesign.com, everybody's goodies that we were talking about, all the fun stuff. You can watch past episodes. You can join the contests and the discussions in the forum. You can also call and leave us a voicemail at 818-AM-I-GOOD. You can email us, info@toybreak.com. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/toybreak. You can check out our toy briefs, our toy girls, and our full episodes at youtube.com/toybreak. You can follow us on Twitter at toybreak. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Aileen Gaspar.
At George Gaspar.
at Destroy Babylon.
Zero social media.
Nice.
At zero
At
social media.
bigboots.com. Give that line a chance. Bigboot.net.org.com. George.
.co.
And if you want to hear music, we can also talk about Destroy Babylon.
No.
Are you kidding? It's awesome.
I know.
I think so.
I got the CD in my car.
Yes. Multiple bands, this kid. Multi-talent dude. And he's got a twin brother that's almost as cool as him.
5 minutes less cool, I guess.
Yeah, another brilliant Beaudette.
And a massive pixel artist.
This kid has got a hell of a family. The Beaudettes are something else. Really good. Got an awesome sister. Got an awesome brother. Got an awesome twin brother. And his father is like one of the last great men. Truly. his father runs a company that what did they just get in New Hampshire? One of the best top 5 companies, #1 company to work
Top
for.
5.
Yeah,
What?
in New Hampshire.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Admix.
fantastic.
Yeah, really.
My
some-
dad is the shit. Love you, Dad. Love my family.
Yeah, he is.
Aw.
He's and it's but you can it's one of those things coming from the other side of the tracks to see when a family sticks together what they produce. It's pretty amazing. I mean, him and his brother write together, work together. It's his. I mean, it's true,
Look
isn't
at him
it?
blushing.
I know. I'm not good at this.
He's like,
Yeah,
let's
but-
end this
I don't
show.
like the-
Let's
But-
end-
but-
the lights and the talking. And
But it's true. I get to see it. I've got to see it we've known each other over 9 years, and his brother worked with us for a little while at Beantown. Megan, my sister, worked at Beantown as well.
It's a family affair.
Yeah, Jesse Moore worked at Beantown. All of us were together,
Yep.
and it was it was up and down, but all in all, it was like sort of toy college.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
we learned a lot together, and it was a
First
fun
overseas
line.
production.
It was at first.
Diversity.
It was
before
crazy.
Glio's production.
Yep, before
Before what?
Goliath.
Goliath.
I can't
Ringtone
believe it's
coming
a
soon.
ringtone. Yeah, but it is something. It is that the music part of it. To get back to that, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's fun because we get to go up. They play at the Hampton Beach Casino, and usually in the summertime they'll open. I mean, who did you just open for recently?
We've done the Whalers
Yeah.
and Steel Pulse, and we just did Ziggy Marley.
Yeah.
And
Whoa.
Yeah, it's no joke, and they get
It's awesome.
They request for them to do it, which I mean, it's like Big Brother being proud shit, and I am, but it is amazing because you go to see him play, and it's the same thing that I like to see in the Sonic Highways thing, and see what you guys do, and see if you saw George's area over there, man can sculpt like a son of a gun, and.
Now I'm going to go all red.
But it's true. It's true. It's a special skill, and when you see it, you know that it's something special. It's existing over in the corner. It's existing here, and this guy's got it. Yeah. Well, you run this whole.
And this
thing.
guy's all right.
I'm all right.
He's all right.
I survive.
Oh,
The survivor.
stop.
I love it, but it is something that you can recognize. So it's cool to be around it, and that's what keeps the fuel going. Plus, we have an arcade in the barn.
That's true.
So
Thanks to
that's
John
why they're
Kent.
sticking around.
Thanks to Charlie Perry and John Kent, we have 3 video games in our barn now,
Nice.
and it's the best. We got Outrunners by Sega. Sega made the best immersive games back then, and we got Trojan that no one gives a crap about.
Except for me.
But Mark beat it legit, double like horrible Capcom nightmare requirements for true endings, which is
Whoa.
usually just like 1 sentence of text.
Nice.
And that's what it
awful.
was. Yeah.
Yep. I fell asleep on the floor watching him play. But he
Aw,
beat it.
that's so cute.
Yep. And then Speed Buggy. And then
Wait, you slept?
I did.
I don't understand.
Well, occasionally it happens.
Never seen it.
Few
Never seen
have. Yeah, but it was awesome. That was the RoboForce. That was sort of the back and forth between when I worked on RoboForce with John and Charlie and John. I don't take anything for working on any other lines. I never have. I never will. Not for that. Not for friends. But John got those games. We were just talking in passing, and he's like, "Oh, you like Outrunners?" Yeah, I'm like, "Yeah." Like, okay. And then
Pretty
he's
good
like,
John impression.
well, he's stoic, but he's got a lot of heart, and he friggin' he got this crazy couple, this awful. They're really nice, but their communication and how to drive was terrible, and they brought this thing up in a U-Haul and damn near ripped up the whole yard trying to get the thing in. But then the other 2 games he drove up in a U-Haul.
Amazing.
Kid's
He did.
nuts.
Yeah, he is.
Anyway, but that's kind of like, it's that give and take, when you work on, just like Mark's new guy. That's the piece of this too. I think people sometimes ask like, why the hell how do you survive? It's that part of it. It's you don't always have to take something when you give something, and I believe it is better to give, because it's just you can create more things, better spectrum of diversity. As of this month, I was telling George this earlier, there's been total 14 different separate lines that have used the system.
Amazing.
And 15 if you count Beantown, and
Wow.
there's a couple other ones that are going to be coming out.
Wait a minute. Why would you not count Beantown in the
Well,
you can't go 14 and then 15 if you count the very first one that we had it with.
Well,
there.
because Beantown wasn't technically the first. We put
You
Klaus
put it
into
into
it after.
Beantown,
Yeah.
right? The second.
So
It still counts.
So there's the beans, then Faden,
right?
It does.
then
it
the
does.
bean.
but like
the spoon
Beantown was the
raisers.
first people outside of you to
Yeah,
use it.
it's true. It's true.
Okay,
So
we're gonna
15.
go debate 14
All right.
and 15.
Yeah, oh,
this
nice.
is the longest,
Nice thing. It's
the
good.
longest episode ever recorded of Toy
course
Break.
it
No,
is. He's on it.
but we need to do this again. We're very excited that you guys are out here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thanks
Thank
for joining
you
us on the
guys.
couch.
Thank
End the show quick. Somebody cut it.
Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out OnellDesign.com, see what these crazy kids are up to, and we will see you guys same toy time, same toy channel next week. Bye,
That's the
everyone.
big boots.